Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about Office Management System. It's a part of Unit 4. Before starting the session, I would request you to watch this video. This video explains the scope and importance of Office Management System, Administration Management System in the current scenario. Let's start about the Office Management. In the 21st century, Office will be an electronic wonderland where extensive paper-based routine work will be replaced by robust and reliable advanced management information system. The Office information system would be exploited in such a way, such an extent that it would be replacing the traditional desk, the typewriter, the filing cabinet, and the extensive paperwork. The modern organization replaces the formal, simple, and structured mechanism. The modern management becomes more complex and unstructured in the nature due to large-scale production and advanced manufacturing technology. All this information can be managed if we have adequate information that is available on the right time, at right place, in the right form. The office management system helps us to make the variety of complex managerial decisions. It will also help us to collect the information, routinize the information, analyze the information, and furnish this information in a way to make various managerial decisions. These are the basic functions of the office management system. Information management has also gained more attention and preferences in the current business activities compared to the older, that is traditional office management. Now let's give the attention to some formal definition of the offices. Office is the place where business carried on. It is the place where diverse clerical and paperwork is performed. It is the place where all business and administration activities carried out. These activities, namely mail handling, correspondence, record keeping, payments, receipts, execution of orders, collection, processing, and communication of information. Some scholar has also tried to formalize the office activities like meals and standing for that define the office as the administrative center of the business. The purpose of an office has been defined as the providing of a service of communication and record. It is also being summarized like it is the place where work in connection with the preparing and furnishing of the information is done. George Terry defined offices as the activities of collecting, processing, storing and distributing information that comprise the functions of the office. Random House Dictionary that defines office as the place where business is transacted or professional services are available. These are the formal definitions of the offices. Let's see the example of office management system. You might have observed the office management activities as a part of leave management, attendance management, payroll management, HR management, finance and accounting management, supply chain management, inventory management, fixed assets management. Current complex management organizations, they are supposed to be manage the either of the services in the chronological or in the synchronized way. The detailed activities we can observe as a administrative, like the user authentication, creation of department, semester, month, batch, and qualification. They're also supposed to be manage various administrative activities. As a students, you are viewing your internal marks, month-wise attendance, link to university result page, download various application, download study materials, and various general information. Teaching staff, they used to manage the attendance record, they enter the marks, they enter the class counseling, upload the study material, edit the personnel profile online, applying the leave and various settings. Same way principal head and office staff, they are also supposed to be act with the diverse information. And the office management system will help us to manage all the things very systematically. Now see the approaches. Now moreover, see try to derive the various approaches from the formal definition. If we observe the definition, that it can be noted that the definition emphasizes on the paperwork as the main and perhaps the only functions of an office is. However, in modern business, the term office is used in a still broader sense. Scope of the office is not limited to geographical location or the place. According to Edward Ross, it is a mistake to regard an office as the specific place. Instead, we are forced to conclude that an office exists everywhere, that certain kinds of work are performed. The modern approach to the study of the office is to view it as a functions rather than the particular place. When an office is regarded as a function, it can plan, organize, coordinate, standardize, and supervise paperwork wherever it is done and whosoever is does it. But if it is viewed as a certain place only, the paperwork done outside the boundaries of that place, or the office would not be under its control. So the office manager in such a case is responsible only for the paperwork falling within his own department. So for instance, minutes of board meeting, financial record, sales and purchase records are all integral parts of the operation of a business and must be planned, organized, and controlled to ensure an effective administration of the business enterprise. According to Robinson, the essential feature of the office is the work itself, not who does it or where it is done. If it is office or clerical work in one place, it is office or clerical work everywhere, regardless of where the work is done or who does it. Charles used to say that the office is not in one place. No matter how much we centralize its services, there will still be office work at the point of use. So this approach gives the very broader sense of the formal definition of the offices that is limited to particular geographical location or the place. Various research studies have also been carried out, and it revealed that about one half of the total office time is consumed in typing and duplicating activities, and about one third of the total office time is taken up in filing, indexing, checking, mailing, and communication. Some variation in this matter may be there depending upon the degree of mechanism of the office activities, but an important characteristic of office work is very difficult to measure. This is because of the some of the reasons that is present on the slide. Like office work is predominantly mental work, which is difficult to measure. There is a greater variability of volume of work from office to office. There is irregularity in the flow of office work. It is difficult to standardize several offices operations in the office. Thanks and keep watching the videos and put your queries in the group if any. In the next session, we'll be discussing on importance, functions, and factors contributing the growth of the office management system in detail. Thank you. Keep on learning. Stay home. Stay healthy. Thank you.